Alright. Well, I did miss the opening of this band, I believe, right? So I'm just gonna take a look at her now. I did take a quick glance at her, and she does have quite a few things going for her. So first off, let's start with the stats. 175 HP, 3 to 6 speed, 36 defense is pretty all-rounded. Weak to Pierce is the standard for all of the Liu sections. If you go and check all of them, they're all weak to Pierce. And the good news is that her elements are really good because with these two here, she can charge Kapot, which is her latest Battle Pass ego. And with all three elements, she can charge Ardor Blossom Star, which is her standard ego. And Ardor Blossom Star is really good because it has a plus 22 coin on it or something like that. It's like a ridiculously high number. Does 41 piercing damage, and it's Wrath. As well as a good effect to spread burn potency. Kaput, on the other hand, is about damage. It gives the entire team Wrath damage up, so really helps with Liu section gang if you're running all of them. And Kaput also comes with the fact that unfortunately her skill tree does not charge it. She needs a sloth, so you really do need Liu section people to help her charge that ego up in order to get that Wrath damage up. But Wrath damage up is very, very good because 10% more damage is really, really very strong. The issue is now whether you want to run Ardor Blossom or you want to run Kaput. And in my opinion, I think Ardor Blossom is the more general purpose one. But at the same time, if the enemy is weak to Blunt, right? Blunt and Wrath, then you probably want to bring Kaput. So it's going to be typing, but I think in general, Ardor Blossom would be the one you bring along because it is fully charged by her. So you can just run her solo and she will get the ego herself. It has a really high coinage and also has some really good effects on it. So I'm a big fan of Ardor Blossom. I think Kaput really fits it well with the Liu section team, so I like that she has two competing egos. And I don't think they're actually competing, right? Because now that I think about it, Kaput is also a Theft ego, if I remember correctly. So since it's a Theft ego, you can run it with the you can run it with Ardor Blossom. Yeah, this is a Theft ego, Theft, and then you can run it with Ardor Blossom Star here, which is a He ego. Yeah, perfect. So you can run both burn egos and activate both of them if you wanted to, because Liu section gang will definitely farm up a lot of this energy. So actually, she just wins. She's just finally, like, we had the egos this whole time. We just been waiting for her to fill up this role, and I'm glad she's here to finally do it, and she hits like a truck. So let's start with her skills. First off, let's take a look at that over here. She has coin power +1, and in general, if you have coin power, you're probably very strong. The coin power people, like, let's think about it. We got L Cop Files, her skill tree, opportunistic slashes, has coin power. Rabbit Heathcliff, two of his skills has coin power. I think Base Honglu has two skills with coin power as well, which makes him a cut above the rest of the base IDs. I can't really remember other coin power ones, but generally, if you have coin power, you're kind of strong. It makes you above other people, and this character is kind of ridiculously strong, I would say. If the enemy is weak to Blunt, of course, yeah. But let's go slow. If the target has 3+ burn, so as you can tell, you need to apply the burn. It doesn't say whether it's combat start or if it's on hit or whatever. So I'm gonna assume that every time you hit someone, if they get 3 burn, then you trigger this thing. This is what I assume. I really don't know. If it doesn't have any wording here, so it's a bit hard to tell. But anyway, this coin power thing here, right, makes this into a 4+4+4, which is a 12, 4 to 12 range. Really high skill 1. This is a really good skill 1, because if you can get this coin power +1, this is very strong. On hit +1 burn for potency, sure, why not? It's already a very strong skill 1 just because it has coin power attached to it. Very nice, I like it. Skill 2, it has coin power +1 again, and this one is 6+ burn. And if you know burn with the Liu section gang, you will get a crap ton of count and also a crap ton of potency. It's just, this is so nice that we finally have a character that will make use of all of this count and potency that we are stacking. I'm a bit disappointed that it's not burst burn to pop it all, but at least she benefits extremely well from this. Yep. So +1 coin power here makes this incredible because this move here has 3 coins to it. So it's 4+5+5+5, which is crazy. I think this is like Chef Ryoshu level, right? This is what? 9, 14, 9, 14, 19. 4 to 19 range. It's really good. Really high. And if the target is 6 plus burn, you inflict plus 2 burn count. So she's also going to contribute to the eventual burn count. And the thing about burn count here is that it affects his passive here, where she does more blunt damage for every 3 burn count on the target. So she's going to help her. She's going to help the Liu gang get to this threshold where she will do a crazy amount of damage, because this is 30%. I don't think we've had a 30% passive in a long while. Wait, no. Is Yisang 30%? Hold up. I think Yisang is... Yeah, Yisang is the other only 30%. And the last 30% is you, right? Or is it 20%? Yours is 20%. Yeah, 30% is really like a cut above a lot of other characters. So the fact that she has a 30% passive that increases her damage up to 30% is really high cap compared to everyone else. And knowing the Liu gang, right, you're getting this like to the max on the boss for sure. I think you won't be getting this or to the max on regular enemies. It's a bit trickier, yeah. Because in general, when you're doing farming stuff, right, enemies just explode anyway. So you don't really need to take the time to stack burn. But against bosses, this is definitely a huge damage booster. And since I believe a lot of the like robots and stuff are pretty thick and also weak to burn, this is... Sorry, not weak to burn, they're weak to blunt, yeah. But they'll take a shit ton of damage. So this is really good. I like it a lot. Yep, so this skill 2 here, already phenomenal. Like, if you just look at the coin power and knowing the Liu gang, this is already incredible because this is a shit ton of damage, but it also has like other stuff that supports her playstyle. So really good synergy already. Then we go to skill 3. A shit ton of coins, okay? So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15, right? But it does 30% damage when you hit this threshold here. And you definitely want to, because this 30% damage here is crazy. Because you need the 6 plus burn and burn count. But remember that your passive also needs like scales off burn count. So if you can get to this, right, you're naturally getting another 20% here. And you can get a little bit more, like 9 burn count, you get 30%. So it's a total of like 60% extra damage on this shit, which is ridiculous. My goodness, this is a crazy move. I love it. It's... Well, I wouldn't call it quick suppression, right? It's not really quick suppression, but it's I don't know how much damage is. Someone better at math will definitely know the numbers, but this is crazy. It's like, that's plus 60%. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, insane. And then burn count. So even if you don't get this, right, you still help build up the burn so you can get to your passive or get to your future like other requirements here. So it's still great. And you know, 3 to 15 is already like, you know, crazy. Like, you can... There's still a lot of coinage, so it's totally fine even if you don't get this damage bonus. But it's like super nice to get this damage bonus. Like, this should be the thing that you use your... Like, you should always get this, basically. This passive here, only if you have this active, then you should use this skill. And if you don't use it, then it's a bit suboptimal. It's a bit like quick suppression where you need the 6 plus speed, then it becomes very good, right? So in this case, you definitely need to hit this in order to get the full value of this move. Yep. So yeah, extremely good move. There's so many things to talk about this. Like, I haven't even talked about this part here, where after the attack, if you stagger or defeat the target, you gain 1 plus coin boost. Hello? Oh my god, dude. Like, imagine if you can get more skill trees. This becomes a 4-4-4-4. Then that's what, 3, that is 7, 11, 15, 19 coinage. And that's not even including the extra damage you're about to do. Like, this is just a crazy move. This character is crazy. Fucking... Oh, I love her. She charges her own ego. She has some ridiculous coinage. She's just straight up good. Oh, and I think she's also a base unit, right? Like, they just threw her into the base units. So, she's super strong. She's crazy strong. Her weakness is, of course, if they resist blunt, because she only does blunt. But even then, right... She's so much damage. If the enemy is weak to the element, right, then you just try to stagger him, make him weak to the blunt damage, and then you just do the element damage. It's like how we broke the frog's eye in Railway 1, and then we used Ninclair because he had a Wrath skill and the eye was weak to Wrath. So even though it was resistant to Blunt, once you broke it, right, you just Wrathed it and then boom, it exploded. So it's the same logic here. You just want to do that kind of thing. And Envy is a great element because like a lot of the enemies back then in Railway 1 is also quite weak to this. Not sure about this Railway, the upcoming Railway, whether the Envy will be a main one, but even Rabbit Heathcliff has a quick suppression that was Envy, right? And with that coin power bullshit he had, we could like one-shot Ada or do crazy shit to enemies that were weak to Envy. So really, I love this skill. I love this character. I'm glad that they finally introduced the filler to lump all of the Liu together because my goodness, Liu has been lacking for so long. In fact, I still think it's a little bit lacking because we only have 4 right now and we can even have up to 7 in MD. And I imagine Railway might allow 7 for some fights, maybe. Right? I don't know. Liu is still a little bit lacking, but with this character here, I feel like I can actually run Burn and I'll feel very happy to run Burn because I know that I'm stacking up to make my Ishmael a powerhouse. If I can just give her a lot of actions, then boom, it's done. She's gonna become a god. The only thing here that I think is pretty well done is that they made this resonance, right? So it's not like... I mean, it's okay, it's still technically possible to get all of the resonance just by using this character, especially since her defense here is a counter skill that has red on it. So if you want to solo her, you still can. You still can. Especially since this applies 1 burn count. So she actually is very self-sustainable. So you can cut off the entire Liu team if you wanted to and just give it all to her. And then any skill that you like, if you get a skill 1 and you don't reach this threshold here, or you need to hit your resonance to activate your skill 3 big damage boost or your skill 2 big damage boost, then you pop a defense, change the skill 1 into a defense skill, get that resonance, and then you can get this passive active. So I think it's pretty decently designed here that you can go for either the Liu section gang or you can go for a solo Liu Ishmael. I think it's a bit harder for the solo because you do need a source of healing. She's quite tanky, thankfully. So you will just need a little bit of a heal. So maybe a G Gregor. G Gregor is pretty much a very sustainable heal. You can also run base Gregors. Actually, now that I think about it, I think their elements are wrong, right? You need Gloom for one of the heals, and you need Gluttony for one of the heals. Maybe Ryoshu, maybe or maybe Chef. Let's look. Chef's passive is... Oh, passive is last, and her skill 1 is last, so Chef can be the healer if you need, because at the start of the combat phase, ally with the least HP heals 5. Yeah. And then also we have Chef Ryoshu. I think Chef Ryoshu's one is also last. Yep, also last. Enemy defeated, gain 15 HP. And Lishmael's skill 1 is last, so yeah, you can definitely get this healing active. Yeah, so this character is freaking strong, man. I will note that if you are going to pull for this character, she is a standard character. So if you want to prioritize the limited character for this season, because remember in season 1 we did have Chef Ryoshu as the limited. If you can just hold on to your lunacy, wait for the limited for this season to pop out first, and then pull that, and then you can. And then after that, you can just spark this character whenever you want, because remember, she is in the standard pool. She's in standard, okay? So there's no rush, but at the same time, she's really strong. So I would recommend people to pull her. If you really want to flesh out the Liu, or you want to just have an Unga Bunga Blunt character like her, I think she's very, very strong. The only thing is she's standard, so you have no rush. Literally no rush. She's here forever. You can just spark her at your own convenience. But she is definitely very good, and I'm going to pull her. Let's see if I can pull her. I'm gonna pull till the first 000. And if I get her, I'll get her, and if I don't get her, I don't get her. Yep, I found you. Alright. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. No way, right? Come on, what? 20 pulls? I just want to say, guys, I pulled the previous like two banners, Sun Shower Heath in 10, Spice Bush Yisang in 10, and then now Lishmael in 20, and then I'm not sure how many I put for Red Eyes. Oh, okay, I put 50 for Red Eyes. Okay, so the streak was broken by Red Eyes. But holy shit, man. My goodness. Whoo! Ah, I love Limbus. I love Limbus. Yep, updying that shit immediately.
더 호출이 잦아지겠네요.
Oh.
권법을 더 단련해두죠.
Okay, let's see some lore. Let's see some of the lore. She's eating her xiao I don't remember what beef noodle is called in Chinese. Neuro mian, I guess. But there's a like a different term for it. That's very literal. I just said like what cow meat noodle. Yeah, 小笼包 if you don't like because 小笼包 the soup is inside the bao, so it's super hot. Like there's no way to actually like cool it down unless you like poke a small hole in the 小笼包, then they like seep out onto the spoon and then you just blow a little bit. Then like that's the only way I found to actually cool down the 小笼包. But 小笼包is extremely delicious. It's like my favorite bao in the entire world. Second favorite would be crispy char siu bao. That's also some good shit right there. 小笼包, crispy char siu bao, and what I guess siomai. I guess siomai is like a prawn dumpling. The noodles are all mushy. Real thing. That's a real thing. Yeah. You have to eat your noodles fast, otherwise it becomes too soggy. It's not very nice. Oh man, I'm getting so hungry. Fuck, I want some 小笼包 right now. You can't stab through her clothes, but she's weak to pierce. Her speed is not overwhelming, it's 3 to 6. It's just semantics, guys. I'm trolling. Come on me, I'm pissed off because my noodles are soggy. Soggy noodles, not so nice. I guess it depends. Some people do like soggy noodles. Some people like hard noodles. Some people like to let it soak a little bit. Whatever. These are not game-related stuff. You don't need to know about this. Okay, sorry about that. The game crashed. So yeah. So summary for Ishmael. Ishmael is a very solid character that summarizes all of the Liu section. She benefits greatly from the burn count and the burn potency that the Liu gang applies, and she can actually do it herself if she were to run solo and you give her some sort of healing, because she is a counter character. Her elements are really good because she charges up every single ego that affects burn stuff on her. So Kapot and Ardor Blossom Star, she gives all of the energy required for both of them, except for a bit of sloth, which must come from another Liu section for Kapot. But the thing is, right, if you're doing a solo run, you probably won't be using Kapot because it only gives ref damage up to you. So yeah, it just makes sense that you need the Liu gang to get Kapot running. But if you're soloing, then all you need is Ardor Blossom Star. So there we go. They made this ID here to match the Ardor Blossom Star ego, and it's a really great synergy between the two of them. She has some ridiculous coinage, and I highly recommend people pull for her because she has coin power. Okay, she has coin power, so she's going to be busted, and she has a crap ton of coins, so she's busted. So yeah, in general, this character is actually insane, and I think everyone should pull her. I think that if you are not in a rush though, you can hoard up your Ishmael tokens because there isn't actually a lot of Ishmaels to be sparking for, and she is in the permanent standard banner anyway, so you can just get her anytime. Just to reiterate, standard fare, she will appear here. I pulled her so she's not here, but she appeared here just now. Yeah. But that is it for my impression of Ishmael. Leave your comments below what you think, or I mean, you guys already have tested her probably. I'm very late to the party here, but in general, this Ishmael is freaking busted, and everyone should go and get her because she has coin power. She has lots of coins, already very good. But then she has plus 30% blunt damage on her passive. What the hell, man? Ridiculous. Yeah. So this character is strong. Very strong. So all of you go get her. She's also a waifu, so even more reason. And she charges Other Blossom Star. So if you don't have that one, you should also probably go get that one because it's really, really good. Yep. That's it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be back for the foreseeable future. So I will see you guys at the MD2 release. Alright, that's all. Bye bye.